staying fit and thin and healthy as we age is no small feat. But the good news is that it's 100% possible. And once you get in the habit of putting you and your health on the top of your to-do list, it's just going to become a habit that you are going to refuse to compromise on. Hi, I'm Carolyn, and I am 60 years old. And now that I have reached this amazing age of wisdom and life experience, I want to enjoy my life to its fullest. And for me to be able to do that, it is absolutely necessary that I am healthy and that I'm fit and that I'm strong. So in this video, I'm going to show you all the vitamins and supplements that I use because, ladies, I am determined. I am absolutely determined that I'm going to live longer. I am not going to die longer. Okay, so let's start first thing in the morning. I come down and I pour myself a glass of water. Make sure you have filtered water. Do not drink tap water. There is stuff in tap water you don't want to be putting inside your body. You don't have to invest in a really expensive filtering system, but just get a filter that will just purify your water. So in that first glass of water, I'm not a coffee drinker. I just don't like the taste of it. I think coffee is good for you as long as you're not loading it up with sugars and creams, but I just don't like the taste of it. So I pour myself a glass of filtered water, and this is when I add in my electrolytes. So this is a really good electrolyte. I've been using it for years and years. I couldn't even tell you how many years, and I've always stuck with this one because it's just pure. A lot of the electrolytes will add in sugars to make it taste better. This one just has magnesium, zinc, chloride, sodium, potassium. So it has a metallic-y, salty taste, which I like. If you don't like that, maybe put it in your coffee and it'll be camouflaged. But this is a really good quality electrolyte. So I would really recommend this one if you're putting in an electrolyte, because I tried lots of them and I've always stuck with this one. And I would say I drink a lot of water, but I drink when I'm thirsty. So I guess I'm in the habit of my body really knows when I'm thirsty and I just drink. If you don't drink a lot and you sort of have to force yourself to, like you have to consciously think about, I need to drink water, do that. But also, don't waterlog yourself. You know, there was a time when everyone had those giant jugs. You filled it in the morning and then you had to make it through that whole jug during the day. I mean, we're all different sizes and different shapes and we all have different water needs. So I don't think there's like this certain amount that we should all be drinking, but learn to listen to your body. And when you're thirsty, drink. And if you're hungry, drink. Because often hunger relates to actually being dehydrated. So you would be surprised that if you feel hunger and you have a glass of water, wait, 15, 20 minutes, and you might see that you don't feel hungry anymore. And with that first glass of water that I have with my electrolytes in it is when I take my probiotic. I take this raw probiotic from Garden of Life. It needs to be refrigerated. So I take one of these. And then I take a multivitamin. So vitamins are a slippery slope. Definitely do your homework and research vitamins because they are not all created equal. A lot of them don't even get absorbed into your body. So investing in a good multivitamin is really the way to go. I avoided vitamins for a very long time just because I did not believe that my body would absorb it, but I found this one from Pure, and this one seems to be working really well for me. It's a really good quality multivitamin. So the other thing that you should really figure out is what your particular body needs, what you're lacking, and make sure you get that in your multivitamin or even just extra vitamins that you need to add into your diet. Figure out what you're lacking, know what you're lacking, and supplement with that exact thing that you yourself know you need. And then that would bring me to hydrogen water. So what hydrogen water is, it is something that transforms water and makes it so hydrating. I don't know the science behind it. Research it. The one I use, are these little tablets. And you just plop them in your water, it dissolves, and then you just drink it right away. But you can also get containers that turn your regular water into hydrogen water. And I'm considering that possibly I might do that. It's an investment. I mean, these are pricey. So at the end, it's probably cheaper just to get the container that hydrates the water. But I haven't made that plunge as of yet. I have about 2 glasses of hydrogen water a day, and it's really transforming. You'll be surprised when you try it. It really is quite interesting. I work out in the morning, and before I go work out, I will make myself a glass of this perfect Aminos. It's just a glass of water and a scoop of this. It's 2 calories. It doesn't break my fast. I intermittent fast, so I don't want anything that's gonna break my fast before I'm ready to eat. And it's just really good to do before a workout. It builds lean muscle, it boosts performance, it speeds up recovery, and it's very absorbing. So it really is good at building that new protein and muscle and collagen inside your body. I will say that the taste took me a minute to get used to. So it comes in different flavors. Depending on what's sold out and what isn't. I have strawberry because that was basically the only thing they had available. But it took me a minute to get used of the flavor of it. The first glass was kind of just chugging it down, but I've become adapted to it and I actually like it now. I kind of look forward to my glass of strawberry water. So don't give up on it right away. Don't have that first glass and say, this is gross, I'm not gonna drink this. That's what my husband did. I made him a glass and he's like, no, I don't like the taste of this. I'm not gonna ever drink this again. So don't do that. That's not being a grown-up. Give it a chance. It's just so good, and it's just got nothing bad in it, which is why it probably takes a minute to get used to the taste. So give it a chance. It's really worth it because it's so good. My whole life, I have craved salt. I've always said it. I'm Carol Lemon Drinking, and I'm a saltaholic. I could never get enough salt. I even had a doctor tell me one time, if your body is telling you you need salt, you need salt. The problem is, I mean, back in those days, I was just using, you know, that table salt that is void of any kind of nutrient or anything that's good for you. All it does is dehydrate your body. But I didn't know that. My body was craving sodium. And it's interesting because with all the processed foods that people eat and all the salt that they put in it, everyone is walking around sodium deprived. It's ridiculous because we're not eating the right kind of salt. And for the last several years, I have been solely using the Redmond Pink Himalayan sea salt. Of course, that's better than your regular table salt that you get, but I still craved salt and I still used it a lot. Just within the last few months, I have changed. I use the Baja Gold sea salt. It's a finer one. It's actually very fine. It's almost moist. I keep it in a little jar because you can't shake it out of a salt shaker. And I also use this Celtic Sea salt, which is chunkier. So it's not really something you can, you know, spread over your food. It's just a little chunky. But I will sometimes put this in maybe some water where it will dissolve. And I mean, if you read what it says, it contains 82 essential minerals, supports digestive health, regulates blood pressure, promotes nutrition, boosts smooth skin. I mean, salt, what everyone has always said, salt is so bad for you, but that's because we were eating the wrong salt. I find now that I hardly salt my food. And anyone who knows me will be shocked at hearing me say that. But I put a lot less salt now than I ever did, and I don't ever crave salt. It's just amazing how I was so sodium deprived because I was eating the wrong salt. This is important, you guys. Get the right salt. I think I mentioned that I intermittent fast. So around 2 or 3 in the afternoon is when I typically will break my fast. Something I love to break it with is this super amazing creamer. It's just a great collagen, hydrogen acid, MCT oil. It's got so much good stuff in it. They say this one is French vanilla. I don't taste any flavor with it, really. I've only ever gotten the French vanilla. I think they have a salted caramel. I've never tried it, but I don't really find it has any taste. I think a lot of people put it in their coffee in the morning, but I just love it in straight hot water, and then I add a tablespoon of raw cacao powder. Oh, chocolate is so good for you. Again, one of those things, salt and chocolate, they get a bad rap. They're both so good. They're both so good together. So I put a tablespoon of that in, and then into this is when I will add some of that Celtic Sea salt, and that just really brings out that chocolate flavor. Just to give it that little je ne sais quoi, the little cherry on top, I put a few drops of the stevia chocolate flavored drops. It is just delicious. It just is like a real treat, especially, you know, we're in the winter months and it feels very luxurious to have a cup of hot cocoa that is good for you and is making you healthy. Something that I would say whenever I'm putting something inside of my body, I mean, I love to eat. You guys, my food is everything to me. When I eat, I sit down, I enjoy it. I'm not one of those people that, you know, was walking through Costco eating a piece of pizza as they slide it off their plate. Like, I've got to sit down, I've got to enjoy and embrace my food. Food is everything to me, so when I eat it, I want it to be really, really good. I don't know where I was going with this. Oh, I know where, okay, now I remember where I was going with this. So when I'm putting something inside my body, yes, it needs to be delicious, and yes, I want it to be like full of flavor, and I want it to satisfy my desire to enjoy my food. But I don't want to put something inside my body that isn't making my body healthier, if that makes sense. Because I know this hot chocolate I'm having just tastes indulgent and delicious, but I'm putting collagen in my body, so it's making my hair stronger and my skin stronger and my nails stronger. It's doing good things for my body, even though it's delicious. And raw cacao, there's just so many benefits to chocolate. Go watch my You Must Eat Chocolate video, and I'll show you how to make chocolates. That's another thing. I'll have one of my little homemade chocolates at the end of dinner sometimes as a treat, and it's just so delicious, but it's good for me. It's making my body healthier. So you don't have to compromise with taste to know that what you're putting inside your body is building your body up and making you a stronger, healthier, better human being. Okay, before bed, I didn't realize I took as much as I do, but here we go. So before bed, I take magnesium. That is gonna help me sleep better. And if I'm taking a bath, I'll put a nice big heaping cup of Epsom salts in there because the magnesium is really absorbed through your skin when you're in the bath. So I'll do that too, but I always take 2 of these magnesiums. This is a really good brand. Again, you want to get something. Magnesium is one of those things that comes in so many different forms. Figure out which magnesium you need and get that one. This is the one I use. And I do this at bedtime just because I'll remember, because I'm already taking my magnesium, and I don't take it in the morning because it'll break my fast, is omega-3. So I get this one here. I don't eat fish. I just don't like fish. If you love sardines, that's a great way to get this. But I don't. So I take 2 of these and I take them at night with my magnesium just because that helps me to remember to take them, and I don't want to take them in the morning. And then there's 2 more things that I'll give special mention to. One of them is this Drēm Bio challenge. It is a sleep aid. And what they say you can do is use it for about 5 days, and it really gets your body into the rhythm of sleeping. And then after that, you can use it as needed. So this is something that I really like. I know this is a personal thing, so do your research on it. I like it, and it's very helpful to me. If I feel like there is a night where I'm just gonna need a little help, I'll take one, and it works like magic on me. But it's just something for you to consider, possibly if that's something that you have a problem with. And then the next one I'll mention is also from Bio Challenge, and this one is called Bind, and this is good if you have irregularity. But it's also, because it's a toxin eliminator, so it's also kind of cool if you want to use it for maybe a month at a time and just get all the toxins removed from your body. It's like a charcoal. I'll show you. Can you see? They're like black. Provides toxin binding materials to support natural toxin removal. And they say that you can use it for 1 to 3 months and just really eliminate your body from all those toxins. So this is another one that I sometimes use. And that rounds up the supplements that I take. But I will end on saying the very, very, very best thing you can do for yourself is eat a healthy, whole, well-balanced diet, which is different for everyone in what exactly you should be eating, but it should be a variety of things. I think mixing it up is good. And stick to the outer edges of the grocery store. Do not go in those middle aisles, ladies. That's where all the preservatives and sugary foods are. So avoid them like the plague. Cook at home, and you will just start to really love your own food. Stay away from fast food. Stay away from preservatives, stay away from sugar. It's a killer. Go watch my video. I actually eliminated sugar from my diet about 10 years ago. And it's not to say that I never eat sugar. It's just that it's not in my daily diet, and it's just as a treat. It's not providing anything good inside my body. So when I eat something sugary, it better be fabulous. Should probably be in Paris. Maybe a croissant in Paris would be worthy of the sugar. But make your choices wisely. That's the best thing you can do for yourself, is just eating a healthy diet. And maybe get out for a walk. Exercise will go a long way too, just for your mental well-being, more than anything really. But that's it for today, you guys. I hope it was helpful in some way. I'm gonna list everything below, but know that you are a unique human being. Do the research on what you need. This is what my body needs. This is my personal journey, and I've done a lot of research and a lot of studying on what I know is good for me. So just be careful that you're putting good things inside your body. Go have a delicious, healthy meal. Bon appetit, and I'll talk to you guys later. Mwah. Bye.